and welcome to an Organized Chaos podcast. My name is Bobby Quarters. Chaos is here with me.
Hey!
Hey! So, we're here to talk about some movies, music, whatever else crosses our mind. But here is also the home of the most unbiased, genuine thoughts. We're not going to do anything just to say it, just to make money off of it, because we don't make a lot of money off this. In fact, we don't make anything. We just give our opinions. And our opinions are free and unsolicited, but they're not hateful ones. That is the important thing.
Yes.
But also, while you're here, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, that is Bobby Quarters, the podcast channel, Organized Chaos Podcast, and Chaos's channel while you're at it. So thank you for watching, and do enjoy.
I've come to terms with the fact that you don't have an average job.
You guys having fun at the convention?
But we haven't seen you in months.
What happened to your eye?
Somebody fouled me at the game.
What game?
The one you missed.
And summer break's just a few days away.
We should do something. Strictly family time.
Come on, kids. It can be an adventure.
Let's do this!
I am just so happy that we're all together.
Hey, city boy.
Hey!
Get out of here. Let's go right now.
I understand protecting your sister, but there are other ways to handle things. I left my phone.
Hutch, no!
I like your way better.
Right.
stumbled into something.
You're vacationing in an old bootlegging route, full of drugs, crooked cops, and one woman who controls it all. You didn't take your family there, did you?
Yeah.
You'll want to de-escalate the situation.
De-escalate. No escalating. Guys, I'm not gonna fight you. I'm here on vacation.
Find this nobody. Scorched earth.
I just want a break.
There's no way you were just some family man.
We all have different sides. But most of all, you're a dad. Go fix this shit.
I told you.
I'm on fucking vacation!
잠시 후 게임을 시작하겠습니다.
왜 날 안 죽였어? 왜 나만 살려둔 거야? 왜 나만 살려둔 거야? 뭐 하는 거야?
와인 게임하지.
이제 여기서 제발 그만해 주세요.
그럼 뭐 어떡하겠다는 건데? 여기 앉아서 죽겠다는 거야? 나가자, 우리 살아야지, 준이야. 내가 도와줄게. 하나, 둘, 셋.
456번. 아직도 사람을 믿나?
Someone once said space is dark and cold. Our job is to bring light, bring warmth, bring life to wherever we go. Is this a hit it situation?
It's whatever kind of adventure we want it to be.
This crew is a team, the finest Starfleet has to offer.
Indeed.
It's possible they don't know about us. They know about us.
There is evil in this universe as sure as there is good.
The choices you make in that chair, they are yours to make and yours to live with.
We await your orders, sir.
You don't trust me with your best friend?
You don't trust me with your baby brother.
It's madness.
We have to stop this invasion. Prepare all weapons.
Get to the ship!
We're going to find our way out of this together.
It's 1 in 1,000 we get it done right or don't blow ourselves up along the way.
I like those odds. We'll just turn it off before we blow up.
Give me 5. Now, down low.
Why would you do that?
Because you are too slow.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks. No, maybe one day we'll get to the point where we don't have to do it live. But yes, we do have to do it live. It is what it is.
The fucking thing sucks, man.
It does. Shit, man. But fortunately, this is still the best podcast ever. We haven't brought this up in a while, but this is the best podcast in existence. If you're listening to us right now live, you're listening to the single best episode of the best podcast ever. Just consistent. It's a level of consistency no one else can keep up with, and a big reason for that consistency is Bobby Quarters here right next to me.
That's right. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. We're a little late. That's on me because I am rushing back to the theater. I don't know what I just saw. I obviously went to the theater to see a Squid Game, almost certainly, because how else do you see that?
Yeah.
But yeah. But I was just thinking about this. I guess everything we're watching today is somewhat new. I think the oldest thing is Squid Game, which came out like a month and a half ago. I think that's about it. Don't use that podcast where everything's that new.
No, we're not the most proficient when it comes to watching it on there. Yeah, but we still get to covering it.
Well, I mean, it's not so much that as much as we like to talk about a lot of the old stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff already pre-programmed, rescheduled. So,
I mean, one of the advantages to covering like a sequel is that you can go back and talk about the original, which I think is always fun. But yeah. But a preference on where we start today?
Well, I'd say Nobody 2 is the freshest in my mind as well, because I went to the theater yesterday to see that.
I just finished watching it. I guess it's about an hour and a half ago. So
yeah, we could start with that.
That's what I was rushing back to see. Yeah, we can. We're going to start with probably the newest thing. I don't know. I guess Strange New World's pretty new as well. But yes, Nobody 2. It's going to add it. There you go. What are your thoughts on this one, Bobby? Because I have mixed feelings on this.
It was okay.
Yeah, it's like
I didn't hate it.
No, it's if I were to describe this, I would. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, like,
your thoughts. Yeah,
some of it was a little predictable.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I kind of just feel like it's just gonna follow like a John Wick formula and keep that up and pretty much play the hits.
Well, I mean, I think that's more than John Wick does. I feel, although, yeah, John Wick.
No,
there's definitely a John Wick formula. I feel like this one really followed the formula of the first one pretty closely, with the biggest variable being the wife, who. I think Connie Nielsen's great in this, by the way.
Yeah, I think she's great no matter what. But yeah,
true. But yeah, I feel like that's the biggest variable. They give her a lot more to do, but
well, her one part in it, was very predictable.
Oh yeah.
Like where like it showed them at the games, and she was like, "Wow, Mom, you're a natural," and it's like that's totally not going to come back into play.
That's not foreshadowing at all.
Yeah, but I will say, like, I did appreciate the fan service in this movie.
What are you thinking of specifically?
When RZA showed up and said they're going to be coming quick, so you better, take some. You better come heavy. No, I have something else in mind. If you didn't know that was a samurai sword, then you just had.
Yeah,
it's RZA. Come on.
Well, I mean. Dude. Yes,
Wu-Tang, man. Wu-Tang is for the children.
Cool, but at the same time,
I knew immediately. I was like, "No, please put a katana
it was
in his hand."
It was cool moments, but like what bugged me with him especially, but some of Christopher Lloyd, is that like they were just there. Like it's like you guys were in the first one, so now you're back, and it's like I would like to give them a bit more to do, like Connie Nielsen got to do in this one. I also think, like we get Colin Hanks and Sharon Stone in this as like the big.
I kind of love that Colin Hanks is really owning the role, like playing bad guys.
Yeah,
Like, he's really good at it.
Yeah,
Like,
he
he's
comes off as a
really
sleazy
good
piece
as
of
like
shit.
as just a dick.
But I will say, in this, they almost feel. I feel like if maybe just one of them was a bit too cartoony, it'd be all right. But like, Sharon Stone and Colin Hanks are both really over the top and eating a lot of scenery in this.
It took about halfway through the movie from her introduction for me to be like, is that fucking Sharon Stone? And then just going, holy shit, that is Sharon Stone.
Well, I just remember when she's first introduced, she's wearing those big flashy glasses. I'm like, okay, that face looks familiar. Who the fuck is that? And it was driving me nuts. Then the second she took off the glass, I was like, that's fucking Sharon Stone.
That was pretty much it. Like, okay, that sounds like Sharon Stone, but I don't think it is. And then she did the reveals. Like, holy fuck, that's Sharon Stone.
Yeah,
all right.
And I will also say I was expecting a bit more of a fight between her and Hutch, because I mean they show the fact that she's formidable, but like, yeah, they don't really do too much with it. I don't know. Like, I feel like this is I feel like it retreads the original a bit too much for me, but I'm not. I don't dislike it, but
felt she was dispatched absolutely appropriately. But that was what I said was a little easy to see, like predictable. Like,
oh yeah, oh no, how she was dispatched
with the wife,
Mm-hmm.
being the one to do it and all that. Like, I saw that coming a mile away.
Yeah, I absolutely expected that. I was just expecting a bit more back and forth between her and Hutch, because as it is, her goons kind of take down Hutch fairly easily, and then the wife comes to save him. I guess this movie's woke, but I don't know.
They can, if you want to talk about woke, we'll talk about a Star Trek episode later on. But
true. The franchise based on being woke.
I mean, how dare they?
Yeah,
how dare they do that to James Tiberius Kirk?
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what they did, but okay.
Yeah, nothing at all, dude. I'm just. Yeah. It's called rage baiting, man. We're trying the grift.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm enraged.
Yeah,
I'm Star Trek's woke now, guys.
Darn you. Yeah. Anyways,
Paul Wesley and your portrayal of Kirk, which is very much grown on me. In your
well, we'll get into it, but there's one part in particular I fucking loved, but we'll get into it.
But no, I've been trying to process this since the theater, but like I feel like
it was serviceable.
That's what I feel. I feel like it's like a serviceable cover of the original.
Like,
that's what it feels like. Yeah,
it was cool.
There's some cool action scenes, but at the same time, even with its short runtime, I was kind of like, okay, we're wrapping up soon. Yeah, I'm still processing this in a lot of ways. I will say Kai Nielsen is absolutely the standout in this. Although Sharon Stone and Colin Hanks chewing scenery is fun.
Well, do you think? Would you say that this is one of your favorite times that Colin has played a bad guy?
I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
Because off the top of my head, his role in Dexter stands out the most to me.
Okay, that was one that was really sticking out to me, and I would have to rewatch season 6, but I do like that. Even though his twist was predictable, I do like him.
Because he was kind of a fucking nut job.
Yeah.
That one, like it was kind of more of like, I remember watching that going, I dare say, like, you could outact your dad. Like, I've seen we've seen him do bad. Well, we've seen Tom do bad guys, but we've never seen him fully
not that
commit.
Often. Yeah, not that often.
I think
Tom probably could.
Road to Perdition is the only thing that comes to mind.
Well, even with him being essentially a bad guy, like he's still a protagonist there.
And you could still technically argue Catch Me If You Can.
Oh yeah.
Argue that, but
he's definitely an antagonist in that for sure.
I mean, yeah, but that's the type of movie where you're rooting for the bad guy. Frank, like Leo's the bad guy in that clearly, but
true.
Well, the criminal.
Yes,
but yeah.
That's a fun movie, and we're already off. Not even talk about this movie.
No, we're talking about Colin.
Like I would say, if you really, 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 really like the first one, gotta get a Bob Odenkirk action movie.
You love your action, and you love your action
Yeah.
movies. Yeah, go see this one. It's good. You'll
Otherwise,
enjoy it.
I'd say wait for streaming.
Yeah, wait, like this is like it's. I think like the thing that I got hyped the most about was RZA having like a samurai sword and having a samurai.
That was
fight.
cool.
That was cool. Just as me being a Wu-Tang fan and knowing how much he loves that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So just that was cool and like I call it fan service, but honestly, I walked out as soon as the lights came on. Was there any credit scenes or anything?
No, there was just like a montage of the family on vacation. Essentially.
Yeah, I just watched that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but yeah, I would have loved RZA have a bit more of the role. It does feel like he just calls him like at the beginning, and then he pops up at the third act, and he's like, "I'm here to help," and it feels like he's there just because he's in the first one. It's like, can we not expand this a bit? I don't know. It's like it's serviceable is the best way to describe this. Yeah. Anything you want to add, Bobby?
No, not really. I mean, like, there's really not much more to go into with it. Like, it was good. It was funny.
Yeah. It works well enough. What would you like to go into next? Squid Game or Star Trek?
Let's get into Squid Game because that's the freshest. That's the freshest.
Yeah, well,
I know. Like, we'll probably talk about Trek the most, so because there's a bunch I have to say about it. But
yeah. Well, I mean, there's 6 episodes of Treks and there's 3 episodes of this, and the 3 episodes of this kind of bleed together because they're all just one story,
continuing story. Like, I kind of forgot how much of a cliffhanger we left this on.
Yeah. Well, I remember the original, it looked like it was going to be like a 2-episode third season. So I was just thinking we could knock it out in one podcast. Now I was thinking it would just be, it felt like it would just be the third act of season 2, what they set up in season 2. But it's actually a 6-episode season 3. And pretty much as soon as season 2 ends with its cliffhanger, it just resets the Squid Game. And now they're back doing Squid Game stuff. And I'm like, okay, as much as I think the games they come up with are very creative. It's twisted how they show them play out. I think the acting in this is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's a redundancy to this. There's also a clear formula, and I'm just eager to get wrapped up at this point. As much as I think it's well done and well executed, I'm also like, can we get to the story?
I think with this one in particular, they're having a few things that they're absolutely wanting to wrap up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
But I know what you mean by the formula. Like the first one, we're setting the situation.
Yeah,
we're setting up where the season's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
The second episode, we're gonna lose some people that we view as antagonists.
Mm-hmm.
That we view as protagonists.
Yeah.
I was happy to watch the antagonist die because I was waiting for that fucking zealot bitch to die, and I was so happy when it finally happened.
Oh God!
I mean, I compare like that my hatred for that character to the hatred of the woman from The Mist. You know the one I'm talking about.
The Mist. Which one from The Mist?
From the grocery store, the one who was all ready to sacrifice a child.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, I want to be clear. I love the actress. I think she's fucking great.
Oh yeah, no, she's phenomenal.
Man, that woman. I wanted her to get hit by a bus, in the worst way. But this one was good. The game that they played in the second episode was twisted.
Yes. It was they do hide and seek, and I like the variations on the rules. Essentially, if you are a seeker, your tool is a knife, and if you have to kill one of the hiders, otherwise you get killed at the end of the game. And if you're a hider, you just have to hide or find the exit to survive, essentially. And if you're a hider, your tool is you get a randomized key that will open not one of the doors, but random doors throughout this maze type setup. And I will say, the way the rooms are set up for these games is really cool. Like if it wasn't like the death element, it would be actually cool to play these games. you
Yeah.
know, like I would dig playing hide and
I'm
seek
a
in that area.
little disappointed that they showed something, but really never did a payoff to it.
What are you thinking of?
So for that floor, that room where they would be walking around, they'd open up one of the doors, and then it's just like a fall.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Oh yeah,
No payoff for that?
I was absolutely expecting the dude
Just
that
like
4, 5, 6 was going after to knock that one guy over. I was absolutely expecting that.
Or at least like that one guy who was the blue team, that old fuck. You know the one I'm talking about. The one who would push somebody over just to get out, or push somebody and take a key.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah.
God, I hate
I
him.
was hoping
God.
he would just like open the door and
still
fall.
dealing with him.
No, we still have him.
We still got to deal with
with
that asshole. Oh God.
Just know that moment. It'll be sweet.
Yeah.
We got our savory moment for this episode. So, and we also got a sweet one. The pregnant girl gave birth to her baby,
which is kind of okay. I have some critiques of that because, like, when her water broke, I was like, okay, it's obviously stressed because she was not remotely term yet. So her water broke, and with a woman her size, she's going to be showing massively if she's remotely close to term, and she was not. Like, she was mildly showing, and I was like, okay, so like her water broke, so that baby's not going to survive. So they just got to figure out a way to get the baby out of her and hope that she survives. And yet somehow, like, an 8-pound, at least 7-8 pound baby comes out of her perfectly healthy, and I'm like, she's a tiny woman, and she was barely showing. What the fuck? That was wild, in my opinion.
Movie magic, don't question it. It's the same. It's the same magic that made the bikes fly in E.T. It's magic.
No, wait. That's a bit different. That is literally supposed to be magic in the movie. God damn it!
E.T. It's E.T.'s magic.
Squid Game magic.
I mean, you think like he could have also used that magic to, I don't know, maybe like float the guys, the FBI guys that were chasing them, and not the kids.
Oh, you're just being picky now.
No, that's what I just wanted to see some feds piss themselves by levitating.
I will admit, like, going into this season, the only characters I really cared about at this point were our main dude, obviously. And I hate that I don't remember the name of the character, but the trans woman I thought was a cool character. One of them is gone.
Yeah.
And you can probably guess which one. As one of them is the main dude. And I think the acting here is great. I think they do a good job with the sets and how the games are set up. But I'm also kind of eager to wrap this up because it's a very dark show, and I kind of want to see what they plan for the ending. I am at least grateful that they're ending it, because I could see if Netflix really got their fangs in this, considering how successful this show is, just running it into the fucking ground. And God, they're already trying. I mean, they have that idiotic Netflix game show based on this, which just kind of boggles my mind.
What is that the one that Mr. Beast does?
Does he do it? I don't know.
I don't know.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It wouldn't surprise me too. He's a slut for money.
Yes, he is. But I'm not as I don't know. To me, he just comes off as a fucking lightweight. Like you're not gonna get any more than surface level with him.
No. To me, he seems like okay. Have you ever seen the movie This Is the End?
Yes.
How pretentious everyone acts to Jay the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's kind of how I feel like you would be Jay in that situation, and then people going like, "Oh God, why would you do that?" Like, oh, why would you say a thing like that? Like, what's the matter with you?
No, I was just thinking, I could see Mr. Beast being one of the rich guys watching these games.
Probably.
It's like, oh yeah, this is a fun game. Oh, it's so entertaining.
Gosh, yeah, she's also not with us anymore.
No, and
Yeah,
I get it. Like her son was always kind of I never trusted her son for a second, and I was expecting the son to kill her. And when she was pretty much sacrificing herself to him, I was like, yeah, I kind of expected that. But like, he wasn't willing to kill her, and he was instead going to kill the newborn mom, and that's when the mother kills him. And it's like, I get it. As a parent, that would be heartbreaking, and I get what happens later with her. But like, when your kid is willing to do something like that, it's like, I have to like disown you in like the most drastic way possible. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
These are from season 1. But yeah. Yeah. I guess I kind of liked her, but once she killed her son, I kind of saw what was going on, especially in the next episode where she's like, you guys can take my money. You can take my money. Let's just end these games. I don't even want to live anymore. She's saying stuff like that. I'm like, okay. Yeah, we are foreshadowing heavy here.
Yeah.
She's not going to make it long.
No, yeah. But also, I think that's pretty monstrous that everybody in that, all those elites are acting like her child is also competing too. And it's like, fuck you guys. Like,
oh yeah. The
guys.
newborn mother and saying that the child is a competitor. It's like, the fuck? Because yeah, our main guy was saying, okay, I will carry, like he was going to help her out. He's like, I will carry you across. Just leave the baby here. Baby's not a competitor. We'll just leave the baby here. It'll be like 20 minutes. We'll come pick it up when we're done. And they're like, oh no, the baby has to cross too, or else we're going to kill the baby. It's like, you fuckers. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Yeah. Like, okay, well, first of all, fuck you. Second of all, like, yeah.
It's like, I mean, the rich elites are evil, as they are in real life.
Yeah.
I guess it's accurate to real life.
It's like,
it's just like us. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to wrap this up next week.
I am too.
I do want to see what they do with this, and I hope it wraps up in a satisfactory way. But yeah, it's well acted, well done. I don't have any real complaints other than I'm not thrilled with continuing it past season 1, but I guess they've done as good a job as I could expect, and great acting, by the way. Especially lead guy. Fucking
yeah. I just kind of want them to take the whole operation down.
Yeah. At this point, just yeah. And honestly, I am comfortable with them just killing every one of those pieces of shit that are involved with running this thing. But anything you want to add, Bobby, or you want to talk about Star Trek?
No, let's get to Star Trek.
Well, I've never talked about Star Trek before. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Star Trek Strange New World Season 3 is finally fucking here. I mean, holy shit. I think it was a 2-year wait, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It was wild, and they left us with one of those classic Star Trek cliffhangers, which was, yeah, when was the end of season 2? The end of season 2 was July 7th. No, that's season 1. I thought I clicked on season 2. August 10th. So when did this season start up? So it's almost 2 years, right? Yeah, I just scrolled right. Yeah, almost 2 years. Yeah. I mean, I will say that is worse than Best of Both Worlds, where I thought was waiting forever to figure out whether or not Captain Picard would get deborgified, and that was just like 4 months. I will say, we can break down the episodes as they go. I will say, broadly looking at these first 6 episodes, I felt a lot of it played it safe, except for a couple episodes where I was like, okay, that was pretty cool. I don't think there's any massive missteps. There's some cool stuff done in pretty much every episode, but but yeah, when we get into the episode breakdown, we can get more into detail. Anything you want to say broadly before we start diving into specific episodes, Bobby?
Let's go into the episodes.
Okay, Hegemony Part 2. I like this episode. I was excited to see the follow up to the cliffhanger, and it was good enough. But I did feel it was very techno babbly solution. Lots of it. We have to make ourselves a sun, and then we can put the Gorn to sleep, and then they're throwing lots of exposition at us, and then like techno babble solutions to fix everything. It all felt a little bit too simple, and I would have liked to see the Gorn play out a bit more than just kind of getting wrapped up here. What were your thoughts on this episode, Bobby?
No, I think that's a good description. Definitely, this like played out like it was like a season finale.
Mm-hmm.
For the most parts of it.
Yeah, it was just like, we're gonna wrap up everything fairly tightly. There's a little bit with Ortegas, and I'm still waiting for them to wrap up that a bit, because Ortegas gets really jacked up in this episode. And like she does heal, but yeah, there's some mental scars from that for sure. But yeah, there was a point in the episode I was like, shit, is Ortegas gonna make it? Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was very jacked up. Like she had to pilot that ship, and you can just see her bleeding all over the controls. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering, like, are they gonna kill a character off in the first episode? Like, my God.
It was coming off really dark. Yeah, it's like, holy shit. But she does make it, but she definitely has some scars. But yeah, again, I think it works. And it's not uncommon for cliffhangers to have like a really good part 1 and then a part 2 that's a little bit disappointing but works well enough. And I feel like that's kind of what this ended up being with this cliffhanger. I do like they set up like how it seemed like Pike would be a little bit confused, not really able to take command of the situation at the end of the last episode. And I do like how the beginning of this one is him like, he looks disheveled for like a couple of seconds. Then he pulls himself together and he's like, okay, options, people, give me ideas. And he starts taking command pretty quickly. I do like that. But yeah, I think it was fine. And that brings us to Wedding Bell Blues, which
I've noticed a lot with newer Trek. They have a tendency to go a little Doctor Who-y. In like lighthearted, fun Doctor Who-y.
Oh yeah, well, I mean,
that I really felt did that, and I have to say this is probably my least favorite out of all the ones that we watched this week. Out of all the episodes,
you might be correct. Although I will say, like, Star Trek's always done stuff like that as well.
They have too.
So
Yes,
I think that's. I don't know if that's necessarily fair to say it's Doctor Who because Star Trek does that as well, but. This one is you get introduced to a guy who is all powerful. Essentially, we get introduced to two characters. Actually, we get introduced to Nurse Chapel, and they're going to the Federation 100th anniversary ceremony. And Chapel beams aboard the Enterprise with her new boyfriend. And I was just like, man, is there no way to avoid that? Because that seems really awkward to bring your new boyfriend to a place where your old boyfriend's going to be. A little tacky. Is there no way around that, Chapel? And her new boyfriend is Roger Corby. And spoiler alert, because I've seen the original series, I know at some point he's going to become an android, and he's going to try to replace the world with androids before Kirk and Chapel stop him. You can't really tell that watching the character in these early episodes, but apparently that will happen at some point in the future. Just I guess spoilers coming ahead. So she brings her new boyfriend. Obviously, Spock is emotionless and doesn't care at all because he's a Vulcan. No, obviously he's upset because it's like the kind of like the fuck, but of course he's playing it cool because he is a Vulcan. But then all of a sudden we get this wedding planner character who reshapes this Federation ceremony into Spock and Chapel's wedding. And Corby is the only one that doesn't seem affected, and then he's able to knock Spock out of it. And then the two of them have to figure out how to undo the wedding planner's plan. Oh, Chow Guy, thank you very much for the super chat. I used to be a fan of Turdrotic, but after watching Showcast, I've done Friday Night Phonies for good. May the zeros become irrelevant forever. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, we should have another Showcast on Wednesday. But yeah, thank you very much for the super chat. Yeah, getting back to this episode, it drags a bit. Like it's a fun idea, but drags a bit. I feel like they don't have a whole lot of ideas to fill it out. And probably the coolest idea is just like this character is obviously introduced to be very much like Trelane in the original series. We don't really see that. Yeah, Trelane is what he's most like, and then John Delancey gets a brief cameo as his parent to come pick him up, establishing that Trelane must be a Q. Which there's been a fan theory for a while, which I think is fun. But
no, Chris, it was not.
Oh, so Chris, that puppet that they've shown us is a teaser for season 4, because since they already know they're doing 5 seasons and wrapping up, they're kind of filming them all back to back, and so we won't have to wait 2 years for a season again. Which I'll just say thank you, but I'm a little disappointed they aren't doing more episodes, but. Yeah, we'll have to wait for the puppet one. But yeah, yeah, this one kind of drags. I appreciate the cameo. I appreciate seeing like a Q, but yeah, I would definitely say this is my least favorite. This is the one that sticks with me by far the least. Anything specific you want to dive into on this one, Bobby, before we move on?
Not really.
Yeah, it's again, it's serviceable. I don't think it's like egregiously bad, but it's yeah, that sums it up nicely.
Now I can now this isn't near, but there are 2 episodes in this batch that I would say probably have made it into my all-time top 10.
For Strange New Worlds?
No, for Star Trek.
Ooh. You see, I wouldn't go that high with any of them, but there are 2 in this set that I do really enjoy.
And I'm sure that they're the same 2. But this next one isn't one that isn't one of those. Episode 3.
This one's decent.
This one was a great Klingon story, and I always love a good Klingon story.
Dude.
And especially with the mysterious past, with probably my favorite character of this crew. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm all for this. This. I love this episode.
Yeah, God, I'm terrible with his names, but
Mbenga.
Yeah, the actor who plays Mbenga, fucking amazing. Like every time he gets like some meat to chew into with a script, he knocks it out of the park, man.
He always chews on it. He sinks his teeth into it.
Oh, he's so good. Like there's good acting in this, but like the fact that he's able to stand out so often in these episodes is just. That is bragging rights, man. But yeah, I think he is solid in this episode. I think he's even better in an episode that's coming up later. But yeah, he's really good in this one. But yeah, this is actually an episode that really threw me off. So Batel, who still has the Gorn eggs inside her, and they're trying to figure out a way to cure that. They've kind of they're kicking the ball on that one. They're they don't have a solution, but they're able to postpone it as they go. They sneak into Klingon. Well, I don't even think it's quite Klingon territory. It's disputed territory that no one's supposed to go into. They sneak in there to grab some medicine a plant that should be able to help recover her. The Klingons are, of course, hanging out in there, and they spot Pike and Mbenga down there, and they blow up the shuttle. And the 2 of them end up on the planet surface with a bunch of Klingons and some zombies, which I'm not gonna lie, that surprised me. I was like,
yeah, I was a little surprised by zombies too.
Really? But yeah, they're dealing with zombies, and we get a bit more of M'Benga's past. I thought this one was fine, but there was something I wanted to bring up. I'm trying to remember though. But yeah, this one works. Oh yeah, there's some weird stuff here. So like, Enterprise, so as not to violate the treaty, and I do think it's interesting because like number one is like has the crew in there after M'Benga and Pike are stranded, and they're trying to figure out a way to get in there and not violate the treaty. And apparently the way to not violate the treaty is to travel really slow towards the planet and pick them up in a couple hours, which really fucking confuses me. So it's like a territorial treaty where you're not supposed to cross this border, but it's okay if you do it really slow. I'm really confused by that. I'm really and Ortegas is the one. Yeah, her plan is risky as fuck. It makes more sense where she's like, yeah, let's just fly in there, grab them as fast as possible, and fly the fuck out. And I'll be honest, I think her plan makes more sense. Maybe don't be quite as haphazard with beaming them out, but yeah, just get in there and get them out. The traveling really slow thing really confused me. The idea was mainly that they won't be detectable by Klingon sensors, but like, if the Klingons look out their window, they're gonna see you. You're right fucking there. Hopefully they don't have windows on their ship, I guess, or any view screens to the outside. But yeah, I think this episode works well enough. I'm not overly thrilled. Thoughts, Bobby?
Yeah, I enjoyed this one. Like, it had some good plot points. It was good for M'Benga. He had a lot to chew on.
Yes.
And that's like really the only big takeaway I have from this one.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. And that brings us to a space adventure hour, an episode.
This one
again.
I fucking loved this one.
Oh,
I loved this one. Absolutely loved this one.
I will say this actually isn't one of my ones, but I like this one, and there are elements of this one I absolutely love. So like the opening of this, where Paul Wesley is Kirk. Shatnering it up.
Yeah, I kind of feel like this is an absolute love letter to the series and Star Trek itself.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I love that, and I love all the 60s stuff they occasionally flash back to of them doing the not Star Trek show. Thoroughly enjoyed it. But yeah, this is actually a holodeck episode. And that is one of the things I kind of really enjoyed about this. So here, the holodeck is an experimental prototype. And of course, the holodeck malfunctions, safeties are turned off, as they always are. And the only way you can escape from the holodeck is if you complete the program, as always. And one element I did really love is that with this malfunction, the crew's immediate response was, oh, wow. This is too dangerous. We have to take this off the ship immediately. This thing that's like the standard malfunction that happens like all the time on the shows so often anymore. It's like, oh yeah, we just live with it now. But yeah, I think for me the holodeck portion of it, I like the actors getting a chance to play different characters. And I thought that was fun. And the way they explain that is that the holodeck, it has very limited memory on the ship because it's kind of a prototype. So it's drawing like transporter patterns to make the characters and stuff like that, which I think is a fun excuse to let the actors kind of do different stuff. But yeah, I think for me, I'm not super thrilled with the overall story, but I love like the 60s
aesthetic.
Star Trek references. Oh my god, I adored that.
Yeah.
And yeah, Paul Wesley as Kirk, even though I was lukewarm to him in season 1, I think every season I'm liking him more and more as Kirk. I think he's doing he's morphing into the role for me, and it's really working out quite well.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, him chewing the scenery and delivering like Kirk. That was hilarious.
Yeah, no, when that intro played, I was like, oh, I love this. This is so wonderful. Yeah. But yeah. Anything you want to add, or you want to go on to episode 5?
No. Well, yeah, I really enjoyed the aesthetic of this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I
yeah.
also kind of like the who done it aspect of it as well,
Mm-hmm.
where it became like the like an episode of Clue, like it was Clue all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this one I just really liked, but just for its goofiness.
Yeah.
Well, and earlier
yeah.
how I said sometimes like Star Trek can go a little like modern Trek can go a little Doctor Who-y.
Mm-hmm.
This is another example of it, but I feel this is one where it really works.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I have to end on.
Yeah.
Now this next episode was a really good one as well.
Yeah, no, I really like Through the Lens of Time. Because throughout the season we've been seeing this new ensign. I'm trying to remember his name. And I've been like, okay, this is obviously going to be an important character. Let's build him up because we've seen him a few times at this point. And the name is Ensign Gamble. There he is, Chris Myers. So yeah, and essentially he gets his chance to go on a away mission, and he goes on like to this planet where the Federation has peaceful relations with these people, but they aren't members of the Federation. So like, they aren't willing to let a whole bunch of people go down to the planet to investigate, but they're investigating this temple. And they find out essentially it's like this really wild prison, kind of designed to trap the souls of like prisoners. It's really twisted. It's even got some Event Horizon vibes going on in this thing.
Yeah, no, I got some of that. That was yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, when Gamble gets his fucking eyes burned out, it's like holy shit.
Yeah.
This is for me. This is like these two guys, Gamble and Mabanga, really stand out in this one. Because Gamble is well, I mean, we've been talking spoilers. Gamble is taken over by one of the prisoners, and Mabanga has to kind of balance kind of like more the darker aspect of him that wants to take out the prisoner and more like his compassion for Gamble. Oh yeah, there's a bit of his eyes burned out. But yeah, I dug like the mystery of this. I dug like, you know, it's a techno babble solution, but it's like set up because like the theme of it is about like cooperation and trust and how that's a two-way street. And that's how they have to get out of the puzzle, which I think I like how they do that. Pelia, like you've seen it in the trailer where she's like, oh, there is such a thing as evil. And she does this big old epic speech at the end. But then she like, there's a cameraman there and she's like, oh, did you get that all in one shot? And it's like, oh, she's putting on a show for the camera, which was, it's like so her character. But
and she really shined in the next episode, in my opinion.
Oh yeah. We'll get to that one. That spoiler. The next one's probably my personal favorite of this season so far.
It's one of my all-time favorite, and it's now become one of my all-time favorite
good
episodes.
One. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, for the most part, I thought the beginning was playing a lot of safe stuff, but like as we progress through the season, I've been getting more into it, and there's really good stuff in this one.
This whole episode was them just taking a chance.
Yeah.
And going with it.
Yeah. This is I really enjoyed this. There's Dr. Corby. He's eventually going to try to turn the world into robots because the original series is weird. He's another example of a character I feel is better represented in Strange New Worlds than he gets in the original series. T'Pring's another big one where it's like T'Pring is kind of a bitch in the original series, but in Strange New Worlds, I like her. But I guess ready to go into the next one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, F you, IMDb. F you. Okay, I guess I'll click on all episodes. You know, you think you go into the episode section and you just click on next, it would let you just go to the next one. All right, the Salat Who Ate Its Tail. I love the premise and setup of this and kind of the execution too. We haven't really talked about Scotty, who's the new regular in the group.
And how poor Carol Kane is just running him ragged.
Yeah, but I
How
think
Pella
it
is
works
just
out well because we're seeing him develop because he definitely has skills. He just needs to
well.
kind
It's
of
funny
discipline
because you
himself a
see a
bit, you
lot of
know?
it, and it's like, wow, Pella is really teaching Scotty how to be Scotty.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
fucking cool. Yeah.
But
Uh,
yeah, but anyways, we get to see Captain Kirk as first officer on the Farragut, which has been talked about in the original series, and the Farragut gets completely fucking jacked up by this giant fucking ship. I almost want to say it was a doomsday machine, but it's not. But yeah, it's just a giant ship that completely wrecks them.
I mean, it
So
might
they're
as
pretty
well
much,
be.
yeah, they're borderline dead in space, and just escape pods. All but the Bulba skeleton crew are left, and the Enterprise comes to help them. And a crew of Spock, Chapel, La'an, Ahura, and Scotty go to help Kirk. Their original plan is just to get people ready to beam off onto the Enterprise, but then La'an beams off to help to coordinate the efforts on Enterprise, and then the Enterprise is captured by the giant alien ship, and then we find ourselves on this busted up Farragut commanded by Kirk, with Spock, Chapel, Uhura, and Scotty there to help him save the Enterprise. I just love, like, we see both crews go on adventures, but I just love how they knew what they were doing when they're putting like so many of the classic people with Kirk, and then like, you know, kind of your newer people with Pike. I love the division. I love how both teams work together to get out of the situation. Yeah, this is a great episode. What are your thoughts, Bobby?
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed this one. I this was one of my favorite of the bunch.
Yeah,
yeah, this is just what makes good Star Trek good Star Trek.
Well, yeah, I mean it's doing the fan servicey stuff, but it's doing it in like a really cool way, where like, you know, you have your classic crew, and then like your guys who are a bit newer. Some of them are classic, but like, you know, we haven't seen as much of them. Kind of divided, but working to solve this incredible threat, like this massive threat. And I guess it's not massive spoilers, but like the threat is primitive humans, which is wild. Yeah, I just love it. Like, you know, future humans working together to stop humans pretty much at the state we're at now. Yeah, this is classic Trek, and I really, really love this one. And for me, this is my favorite this season. But yeah, I thought that was really clever how they set that up.
I think one of my favorite quotes from this is when Pella's building up this communication board. She's pulling out these old phones and going like, "I haven't done any of this since my old tour days with the dead."
Oh yeah,
and then Ortega's like, "Your species can communicate with the deceased, with dead people," and it's just like she's just you just take that.
Yeah.
And hearing that going, oh wait, it's like wait a minute, how is that even possible? And then later she said, you know, being 3,000 years, and I went, there it is.
Yeah,
that's right. She is super old in this.
Yeah, and I guess maybe I mean they made her a lanthanite, which is a new species of Strange New Worlds. I believe she's the first one we've encountered. Now I was a little confused why they didn't make her an Elorian. I still am a bit confused, but I guess maybe just to give her more age, because Elorians are supposed to be hundreds of years old, I believe, and she's seems to be older than that. But yeah, overall, I feel I don't really feel like there's a bad episode here. There's definitely some lackluster ones, but there's some bangers in this, and
yeah,
I feel like especially with the second half of the episodes 4 through 6, it's got me really excited to see what comes up next in for the rest of the season, and hopefully we don't have to wait really long for season 4. But yeah, we will see. I guess we already have episode titles in there. Have to wait till September. But yeah. Any final thoughts, Bobby?
No.
All right. Yeah. So
next week.
Yeah, next week. Do you have next week queued
yes,
up?
I do. Hold on, I'm double checking something because it's
Well, while you pull that up, here, let me go ahead and do a little self-promotion here. I got comic book poll, although that one's kind of wrapped up. I will be live on Thursday to cover whichever one wins on this. And also for fun, just because I want stuff to post, pretty much whenever I watch a Star Trek episode now, I'll post like a little mini, whatever character limit review of it on Blue Sky. If you guys want to follow me on Blue Sky.
I'm also on Blue Sky.
Yes. Bobby Coors is on there too. Make sure to follow him.
Yes.
Although he doesn't cover Star Trek.
Oh, yeah. As much. But
come on, that's an iconic image right there.
But yeah, you won't see me go back and forth with right-wing assholes on there because there's not too many right-wing assholes on there.
No,
you'll
that's instead
just see me. You'll instead just kind of see me calling them for what they are.
Well, I mean, on freaking Twitter, I had like a fucking block list, fucking mile long. It was just ridiculous.
On Twitter,
on Blue Sky, I think, I occasionally post on Twitter, but saying I'm on it is a bit much. I don't really check it. Sometimes I do get Elon Musk forcing a lot of tweets on me, which is a lot of fun. It's really got me tempted to just remove it from my phone. But on Blue Sky, I think I've maybe had to block like 3 people.
You see,
like,
whenever
it's so much better.
Well, like whenever Elon would suggest anything for me, I would just go through and look at that as a list of things to block.
Yeah.
Like I got tired of that I first blocked him, the man with the high rising gums and forehead.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And then his company Turning Point. And then there was pages that would literally just like repost whatever he posted. So then I would just block all those. Yeah.
These people do not have original thoughts, I swear. But do you have next week pulled up?
Yes, I do. Next week we are continuing into the Schneiderverse with our second pick of it, and that is Surf Ninjas.
Ooh, everybody's.
Remember, we randomized it because the final 3 were all in a 3-way tie, which was very much unforeseen on our part. So we're diving back in. This was the fun pick, the one that we knew would be the least amount of hurting. So this is the easy pill to swallow.
We'll see. Big Stan might not be terrible with David Carradine. I'm hopeful on that one.
I have a feeling we're not going to get a lot of Carradine. I think it's just going to be.
You're probably right.
And then that'll be it.
You're probably right. Yeah.
And then following Surf Ninjas, we have what you have written is Wednesday Season 2 Part 1, which I'm going to presume, since I have Wednesday also pulled up here, will be episodes 1 through 4. Since that is what is available right now.
Yes.
And then we are finishing out Squid Games with episodes 4 through 6.
Yes. So we will be wrapping all that stuff up. Well, I guess. Yeah, well, I mean, wrapping up Wednesday Season 2 Part 1. Which I will say, at least Netflix had the courtesy of separating that into 2 parts. But, yeah, that sounds good. Anything you want to promote, Bobby, before we sign out?
No.
All right. Well, I'll be live Wednesday with the Showcast. I will be live Thursday with a solo stream. I will be live Saturday with a solo stream. We'll be talking about comic books and chuds, as always. And then we'll be back on the podcast with what Bobby has already presented to you. So,
yes.
Everybody, party on.
Wait, hold on. What's that,
wait.
Chris? So voting for Surf Ninjas would have been... Well, yeah. You see, we had them all. And, see, my criteria with it was to pick 4 that Schneider had written, directed, and starred in. And there aren't too many of them that I felt would have been palatable for the show and format. And my awesome wife suggested that one because that one is like, at least tolerable, and it has Kino from, Ninja Turtles 2 in it. and
True.
you know that's tolerable.
Yeah.
But I also picked that one thinking it would have won, and not the one that did win, which is essentially Rob Schneider as a white savior.
Oh God, it was so bad.
And it was like the one that kind of tanked his career for a while, which
yeah, I can see why.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But
Oh yeah,
yeah,
and Chris, I'm pretty sure Frankenstein's on the agenda. I'm pretty sure I add that. Because that does look cool.
Yeah, I mean, he that guy does serviceable work. Nothing.
I like Guillermo del Toro. I like him.
It's okay. He's all right.
Deal with it.
It's fine, you know. He said he's okay. Let's see here. Yeah, we do. We're gonna cover that in November. November 3rd is when we're covering that one.
Although if it drops on the 7th, I might push that back. We'll see.
We got space for October 6th. Oh no, that won't work.
Well, no, I mean I'll look at it. If it's actually dropping on the 7th, I'll have to push it back. I don't think we have too much for November yet, but watch, I'll be like, oh shit, it's all filled up. I don't think it is though. But yeah. All right. I think we're good. So guys, party on. Be excellent to each other.
And take care.